Hello, 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 beautiful souls. Happy Monday. It is a magical Monday, and welcome to Magical Monday. Hello on Instagram. Lovely to have you here, and thanks for watching. And today I would like to talk about the energy of February. February, I have different themes every month, but this month it truly does feel like self-love, because self-love, self-care, with all the energy shifts that are happening on the planet, this is our month to come back to our heart, back to who we truly are. That's what I'll go into a deeper today. And also, we're in the year of the snake, the wood snake, and it's all about purging out the old. So I'll be choosing some cards, and let's get into it. Also, thank you for subscribing and following and sharing this with those who resonate with this message, and sharing it with those that these tips and tools and everything that we talk about on this channel helps everyone to shift from the old thinking, the old way of being. And that's what we're all here as we upgrade our conscious human operating system. We get to shift and change and keep upgrading. And so remember, your true self is love. You are so loved by our helpers in spirit, by the universe. You are the universe. We are all part of the stars and the planets and the moon and the sun. We are basically made out of stardust. And when you can truly drop in to that consciousness, is that the mundane, low vibration things that may be bringing you down right now, it just doesn't have any energy, or it's not part of the bigger picture. So I know that there's a lot of stuff going on around the planet, and there's a lot of stuff on social media, and there's a lot of stuff being talked about in the news, and there's a lot on, all social media platforms. There's videos. We're bombarded every day. So what are you focused on? Where is your attention going? Because wherever your attention goes, that's where your energy goes. So if you are watching all the drama and the chaos in the external world, and I ask you, how does it make you feel? It's a bit like watching a drama movie, and some people like these drama movies, and I personally don't, because it's like, well, that's way too much drama. But really, everything that's happening on the planet right now is a lot of that energy. No judgment, but trust that this year is all about change and transformation. And I encourage you to take a step back, be the observer, focus on the big picture, pull your energy back, start practicing self-care, self-love, being gentle and nurturing you, and being aware and conscious of where you're spending your time and energy. And this can be with people, different places you go, different situations, circumstances, all of that, social media. Where are you spending your time and energy, and what are you focused on, and how does it make you feel? And if it brings up anxiety, if it brings up worry and uncertainty, stop, because that's just causing you misery. It's causing unnecessary suffering. And also programming this. The year of the snake is about purging out all the old attachments, the addictions, and all those addictions and habits of scrolling endlessly for hours and hours, or getting caught up in the drama of people's reactions and comments on social media. I mean, the list goes on, and you can see it. I very rarely scroll through people's posts or read any of those comments, but it's all over every single platform. And if it's toxic energy, why read it? Because as soon as you read it, then you're taking that energy on and you're going to think about it. And guess what? If you're thinking about it, you're actually feeding the energy and giving it power of what you don't want. So this is where I've been talking about and encouraging you. Go out in nature, have a digital detox, connect with the trees, connect with the birds, connect with all the nature spirits, and fill up with that energy of unconditional love, and feel and come back to your heart. Because the more you can come back to the love of who you truly are, and be in that place, that's the focus I encourage you to drop into this month, and every single day for forever, not just this month of February, but you are love. That's your natural state of being. And anything that is not love, it's coming from fear. And if and when you focus on any fear mongering, fear messages, anything that brings up fear, or anger, and we talked about this in other videos, it just causes pain and suffering. And so when you can replace it with love, and I'm not talking about spiritual bypassing and going, oh, I'm just love and light. It's be aware. And everything that we do in our life is being aware of how we are being, how we show up, and being aware of all our brothers and sisters around us, because everything is a learning for us. So discernment is one of those learnings. And being discerning, how do you feel when you speak to this person or have a phone conversation, or how the colleagues at work, or where you go to different social events. Check in constantly. How does it feel when you're around all these different people, circumstances, environments? Keep checking in and trusting your feelings, because your feelings is your guidance system. And we get to choose every single minute of the day where we spend our time and energy, and what we focus on, and the choices that we make. This goes to everything that we put in our body. If I eat this, how will I feel? And eating and drinking things is what we do every day. So that's a simple one to go, okay, if I eat or drink this, just say takeaway food, or really greasy, oily takeaway food, how will it make me feel? Oh, I'll have a stomach ache, I'll feel just so bloated, blah, blah, blah. Well, heads up, you have a choice. Do you eat that? Or do you choose something more healthy, like a salad or vegetables, or some kind of clean protein, or something that is a healthy choice for you? Fruit, veggies, salads. I mean, there's so many choices. So, but in regards to people, this is where we're all in this together, right? Different people will come into your life to test you. And this, we've talked about the triggers, whether they're saying either judging you or projecting onto you, or they're draining your energy by how they're being. And this is where we all are responsible for our energy and how we are feeling every day, and who are we being in every moment. Actually, I went to a networking lunch last Friday, and mostly corporate, and no judgment, though I never met any of these people. And I said to one lady, hi, and I went up and I introduced myself, and I said to her, what makes you amazing? And she was speechless. She couldn't answer that question. She went, oh my God, I've never been asked that. She said, most people ask, what do you do? And I said to her, I'm more interested in who you are being and who you are than what you do. Because what you do, it's just coming from the head. But who you are being comes from your heart, and how you show up every day. And when you operate from your heart, it comes from a place of love and compassion and just this purity of being the love that you truly are. And anything that is not love, it's you can feel the difference, right? And this is where this, with the purging out of the old self, and the releasing of and the shedding of the old skin of the snake, what we're doing this year is releasing and letting go of the old ways of being, that old self, the ego self, the addictions, the habits, the behaviors, the attachments to things, and the entanglements, especially in family dynamics. I see this in my own family, all the entanglements, and it's like, okay, just be the observer, no judgment, but I can see the entanglements of where they're at and bless them. I love my family, though we can also see this in other relationships as well. So be aware of your attachments to things, the attachment to outcomes, the attachments to people and circumstances, things, attachment. I mean, especially those that have lost everything, like the LA fires, right? The attachments. And if you can just come back and just go, well, okay, who am I? And because all those attachments is not who you are. And so who are you being? And how, what's the most loving and kind and gentle things that you can do for yourself right now and every day? And the more you can keep releasing those old thoughts that keep you stuck, releasing the old patterns and the programs that cause the suffering and the struggle, releasing anything that has dense, heavy vibration. And I was going to tell a story, though, yeah, about discernment, but I will do a separate video on that. Just keep an eye out for my YouTube channel on a very, very, how do I say this? It was an experience that I personally went through with a narcissistic friend that nearly took out my life. And though the biggest lesson of that is discernment. So and that's a separate video. So stay tuned in and subscribe to my channel, so you can hear that, because I've never actually verbally expressed it on social media. So I'm gathering all the pieces on how I can express that with love and non-attachment. Okay. And that's the key. When we can be non-attached and come from a place of love and peace and neutrality in our heart, that's what we're all here to experience and to learn and grow as our soul. Though to be able to be in that place, regardless of how horrific and traumatic and how horrible. I've heard so many people's stories, and love and compassion to everyone. Everything that we have experienced in our lives is all for our learning and growing as a soul, because on some level, as a soul, we signed up to have these experiences. And just know, as a soul, you are more powerful than that thing that happened to you. And when you can detach from what's happened to you and come from a place of self-empowerment, that, now I can see how it happened for me, because I learned all these takeaways. And that's why we go through these traumatic experiences. So just know that you are so loved, you are so protected, and you're always being guided by your helpers in spirit to keep coming back to who you truly are, which is love. And drop into your heart and trust that. Trust your inner guidance. The more you can trust yourself, and especially with all the distractions on social media today, we get pulled in so many different directions, and all these headlines, it's all clickbait, right? Do you click on it? And this is where the addictions come in. It's like, are you going to click on it because it helps with their algorithm? And people, it's interesting to see all the drama headlines and how many thousands of people are clicking on it, because but what that's doing is just feeding the energy and giving it power, giving the power to the drama or the fear. Because all these headlines, and especially when it's all to program you, because there's been a lot of manipulation in the mainstream media, to program us and control us and manipulate us. And we saw this during lockdown. It was constant fear mongering, constant. But now people are waking up and going, no, that doesn't feel true for me. So I really encourage you, follow your truth, and do not give your power away to anyone. And even, doesn't matter what they call themselves. You are your true sovereign being. If it doesn't feel true to you, just say no and have very clear boundaries. And this is where the self-love comes in. When you love yourself enough to say no, because when you say no, you're saying yes to yourself. And that's more important than people pleasing or giving into different organizations or the, yeah, I have to be careful because of how much I say, because yeah, depending on, yeah, they can shut us down. There's still a lot of control, but this is where the truth is coming to the surface, and we're seeing this. The darkness is coming to the surface, and it's all being exposed right now. So just trust in the bigger picture that we are all moving through massive changes and transformation, and that the end result, the we are creating the new world that we choose to live in. So you be the change for and see the new world that you choose to live in. And we are creating heaven on earth. So this is where this year is all about change. It's all about transformation and revelation and all that heavy, dense energy that is lacking love. It's all coming from those lower energy vibrations, is all being purged out. So as you're releasing and purging your old skin, so is all these systems and all the organizations and associations and everything that has been running the planet is also being purged out, because it doesn't belong in the new world. So we are creating a whole new world. So that's exciting. And if you, this is where, when I say to people, you can jump out of bed and go, wow, I feel fantastic. I love my life. I have the best life, because that is who you truly are as a soul. And you came here to play on this playground to have fun. And if something isn't fun, make another choice and choose something that brings you fun or makes you laugh or is light-hearted and just brings you joy. And that's why I use my middle name. It's all about keep doing the joyful things that keep lifting your energy vibration of joy and love and peace. And actually, you'll see in the background, if you would like to join the Joy Connection community, click on this QR code in the back. It's every Friday at 8 o'clock Brisbane, Australia time, which is 2 p.m. Pacific time for those in California or the west coast of the US. Please adjust or convert the time wherever you are in the world. This is a group where you can come and join me live in a private Zoom. It's not live streamed like it is now. And this is where we pull out all whatever's bothering you, anything that is lowering your joy energy. And this is where you can regain your MoJOY and just feel uplifted for the rest of the day, the weekend, the week. And so this is unplugging from the external world of drama and chaos and heavy external energy that we're all bombarded, and come and get your MoJOY back. So I invite you to that, and it is free to attend. And then it will be a paid membership, but you're welcome to come along and check it out, check it out once or twice or however, for a month. It's free. So I invite you to come play with us and get your MoJOY back. So I'm going to choose some cards, and from this powerful discussion that we're having, So the mystical journey deck I'm feeling drawn to right now. I'm thinking, I'm feeling, keep in your meditations and in your journaling and everything that you do on a daily basis, keep tapping into your I am presence. And I've said this in previous videos, is when you're journaling, ask the question, who am I? And what does my soul choose to tell me today? And be very aware and conscious of the words that you speak and the stories that you tell others, and any statements where you say I am actually creates your reality. And we all are creating our life right now by our thoughts, the words, what we're thinking on a daily basis, and all the stories that we're actually repeating to other people. So be very aware of what you're creating. And this is what we are releasing and purging out, is being aware of our thoughts, because thoughts become things. Okay. That's a whole nother video training that I've done in my other programs. My 5R renewal program, I highly recommend, if you are suffering in any way or got any physical pain in your body, emotional pain, anything that is lacking love, the 5R renewal program you can find on my website. And also, if you just like a little taster of before the 5R program, is the 5-day self-discovery course. And it's free at the moment on my website. So I highly recommend that. And then from there, we can have a chat to your next best step that's for your highest good and destiny. I've got my BENN Method Academy, which is the BENN Method is balance, energy, nurture, and nourish. And I highly recommend a plug into that academy. Also, the Joy Connection group is a weekly group live with me and other heart-centered souls. And the discussions that we have are deep and meaningful and profound and heartfelt, and the insights, the messages that come through is amazing. So come join us for the Joy Connection group. It is brand new and it's still a very small group. So we have a lot of one-on-one discussions within the group. So join us. Okay, I am going to choose a card from the Mystical Journey Oracle, because we are all on a journey at the moment. We have a choice. Do you choose to make it a magical journey or one with pain and suffering? That's the choice. And again, whatever you choose, there's no judgment. Everyone is doing the best they can, but it's about taking responsibility for where you're at and what's not working in your life, and how would you like to change. This year is all about change. So what small changes can you make for your life to create the life that you choose and deserve? And you have the power to change anything. Believe me, and believe in yourself. It's believing in what you believe, and you can change anything. And I'm not just saying that, I've lived it. I'm not going to go into my story in this video. It will all be in my book, and I'll let you know when that's published. So, a card for what we're talking about, the message that sums up. And we have the inner child. So beautiful. And through with the inner child, any suffering or trauma or emotional pain that you are feeling, always connect to your inner child. Your inner child, in the first 7 years of our life, that's where a lot of the imprints and the programming and the beliefs originate from. And so this is an opportunity to really keep connecting with your inner child to undo those old programs and change those belief systems, change the old programs into what you choose instead. Okay, keep connecting with the little boy or the little girl inside of you, and whatever happened as a child, that's not who you are. That was just an experience that your soul went through, but it's not who you truly are, because you're a magnificent, powerful, unlimited, multidimensional being. That's who you truly are, not what happened to you or the event that happened. So the extended message of this is the image of on the inner child card depicts a child reaching up to commune with a giant cosmic serpent. The snake, here, isn't this interesting? We're talking about the year of the snake. The snake represents a time of transformation and a readiness to finally heal the wounded child within, while the jellyfish symbolize the ability to trust your own emotions and follow your heart. This is the card of self-acceptance. You are ready to embrace and acknowledge your inner child, that part of you that is still delighted by the world, the person you were before disappointment and setbacks hardened your heart and perhaps made you a little cynical. Childhood heartache triggers the wounding process, and this is where you created certain beliefs to help you cope with a life that was less than perfect. These beliefs can manifest as low self-esteem, feeling unlovable, approval-seeking behaviors, and an inability to say no. What your inner child needs is self-care and love. Approve of yourself, trust yourself, and allow yourself to be fully feel every emotion without trying to suppress it. Be creative and play. Try new things, and most of all, feel safe. A healthy dialogue between your inner child and adult self means you can ask for what you need without fear of anger or disapproval, and that you set and maintain loving boundaries with others and give yourself permission to rest and practice self-care. Isn't that a perfect card, since on where we're talking about self-love, self-care, the month of February, and it's all about loving your inner child. That is just a perfect summary. So the action, and you can write this down, is now is a good time to set boundaries with people who you feel are taking advantage of your good nature. When you choose this card, give yourself permission to say no to something that you really do not want to do. And boundaries is, stop boundaries, like what I just said, say no to others and yes to yourself. Say no to different events, or keep feeling in. If something doesn't light you up and you automatically get an easy yes, well, then it's maybe a no. And keep trusting your inner feelings, okay? Because you are constantly guided every step of the way. And the more you can trust your inner guidance, the more you will trust the universe is guiding you on the best possible path for you. And know that not everyone has your best intentions at heart. So, and this has been one of my biggest learnings with other people, and that's where discernment comes in. Okay, so looking at any area of, especially all your relationships. And I know that we are purging out a lot of people out of our lives, purging out a lot of friendships, a lot of relationships, a lot of maybe associations or groups that we used to hang out with, and maybe they're not in alignment with us anymore. So keep feeling into where you're spending your time and energy, and does it uplift you? Does it enhance your life? Does it make you feel good? And if not, maybe make a new choice. Okay, that's a perfect card. I love, the synchronicity of that. Now, I'm going to choose one from the Sacred Light Oracle, because these are also very powerful messages. And as we are dismantling the old, we're purging out the old, and all the systems and everything on the planet are also being purged out. We're going to see a lot of revelations, a lot of truths coming to the surface. So just just embrace change. That's all I can say, is embrace the changes and know that you're always protected and safe, regardless of what's going on in the world. Okay, we have the golden light ray. That's the one that just jumped out, the golden light ray. And hi, Jane. Thanks for watching on Insta. Okay. And the golden light ray is all about love and laughter, which is how you can choose to live your life. My mantra, and I've had this for like 20 years, my mantra is I only learn through love, laughter, fun, joy, and adventure. And that was always still my mantra, though there was a little hiccup there, which, like I said, nearly took my life. um, but receiving and giving gifts and the passionate projects. So the message is the golden ray is on the 12th ray of creation, the highest frequency, and also known as Christ consciousness. It is a high frequency healing channel that connects to the central sun. The golden ray can gently awaken your kundalini and accelerate your spiritual growth the more you choose to work with its vibration. The golden light ray anchors creator energy into the remaining light rays throughout the universe and Earth, creating and influencing planetary healing and releasing energetic denseness as its wavelengths move across the multiverse. The ray can initiate soul awakening that bring your perception of all that is into closer mental focus. And floating along the golden ray, Ascension Master Lord Maitreya disrupts dense and melancholic emotions. He encourages you to see the light side of life so that laughter and comedic relief can benefit you. Use color therapy, pause and take a breath. Laughter is medicine for the soul. and generosity and abundance follow the golden ray wherever it leads. It is pure divinity that seeks to heal those who access its frequency. Much like the setting sun, its color is warm and luminous, setting our soul when we feel its glow. Always uplifting, the golden ray will shower you with the warmth and comfort of fulfillment as it settles the highs and lows of emotions, shifting feelings of loss and emptiness without the psyche of your soul. So find joy in laughing at yourself more often. And the crystal is opal, and the affirmation, and you can write this down, is I am golden. I am radiant. I am abundant. I accept these gifts with an open heart. So we're using the I am in that, because when you state I am, whatever comes after that is your intentions of you are commanding I am this. So I am golden. I am radiant. I am abundant. I accept these gifts with an open heart. So that's another beautiful message that just sums up everything that we've been talking about today. Is drop into your heart and trust that the universe has your back and that you're always being guided, and come from a place of love and light and laughter and joy, and keep dropping into that energy of who you truly am, the I am. And whatever you say, just be aware of when you are speaking out loud, I am this, or any words are manifesting and creating your reality, right? I hear people go, oh, I always get sick, or I always get viruses, or it's, and what they're saying is they're already setting up that program that they're going to get sick or they're going to pick up that virus. What that does, what the words do, is lowers your energy vibration and your immunity, and what you focus on, you get more of. Or here's another example of the I am, and I disagree with this, and I'll verbally say it here, is Alcoholics Anonymous, is they stand up and go, I am an alcoholic. No, it's you are so much more. This is one of the behaviors and the addictions that you are healing and transmuting and transforming into. But what did that teach you? And you are a magnificent, beautiful, amazing, powerful soul. And so be very careful of what you say when you speak out loud with the I am, because it creates things. Okay, your thoughts create things. So thank you for being here, and thank you for joining me on the live on Insta and sharing this with all your friends, family, whoever would resonate with this message. If it's helped you, please comment below. And hang on, Maya has just put a message here. Yes, I've always had a problem with that, the Alcoholics Anonymous. Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of well-meaning groups out there. And I believe that with all the upgrades and the shifts in consciousness that everyone's, and the awakenings, that a lot of these old systems will change to match where humanity's at. Remember, we are creating the new earth. We are creating the new world that we choose to be in. And if we change our language and how we talk about things, well, then the old systems will automatically change because the consciousness on the planet has changed. And so this is where a lot of those old systems, organizations, associations, groups, the school system, university, all the old programming, especially when it comes to health and healing. And I know that, well, my sister, she will only believe whatever she's learned from out of the textbook from the university. But the university is an old system. What they teach is old. Even doctors, don't study nutrition. And so this is where everything is changing and upgrading, because humanity is upgraded. We're a whole new species. We are vibrating at a different vibration now, and people want the truth, and people are stepping into their power and listening to their truth and just being more discerning and not taking on those old programs and what we've been told. They go, no, I don't believe that. And so this is what I encourage you: follow your truth of what feels true for you. Okay, so I will end it there. I'm so grateful to have you here. Thank you for being here and following my channel. And I'll be back next Monday, same time, same channel, and at 12 o'clock Brisbane, Australia time, which is 6 p.m. Pacific time on Sunday. And have a magical week wherever you are in the world. Sending much love, many blessings, and go out and do something loving for yourself and for all your brothers and sisters around you. Much love. I'll see you next Monday, and thanks for being here. Bye-bye.